This is a low temperature Stirling engine. And they're quite cheap on the internet. And it's driven by temperature disparity. And you can see it here running, and it's running off the cold of the ice pack. Now, ice pack I just took from the freezer. And the plate at the bottom is nice and cold, and the plate at the top is just warm like room temperature. And we can see the two pistons slightly out of sync by about 90 degrees. And as the air expands and contracts, it creates energy. And it pushes the pistons and the wheels turn. I honestly don't know how that works, but anyway. This is looking at it through a Flir engine, or a Flir camera. And the ice pack is at the bottom there, that's the dark blue. And we can see the piston going up and down. And see everything else is room temperature. It's now time to get some hot water. Just look at the underneath, see that it's actually cold. We'll get some hot water. And watch how the Stirling engine stops nice and quick. It's now going to want to turn the other way. I'm turning it the wrong way. Well, there we go. That's it. That's the correct way. Because the bottom plate is now hotter than the top plate, it will turn the other way. That started up pretty quickly. That water was boiled like 5 minutes ago in that cup. And when you use hot water, it seems to start much easier than using cold, like cold ice. You can see how quick that was. Ice usually takes a couple of minutes for me. You can see the two pistons are out of sync by 90 degrees. It's running nice and fast. See, no tricks. Just hot water. That's it through the Flir camera. We can see the heat at the bottom from the cup, from the boiling water. And we can see the top plate is colder than the bottom plate. Okay, now I'm going to take it apart, because when it gets delivered it's not assembled. I'm going to show you what to look out for. When you do assemble it, these arms and left and right, sometimes they're not perfectly straight or positioned well, and the wheel will rub either against the piston cylinder there, or and will stop like that, or it'll rub against the arm. Same thing. And that's how mine was when I first got it and I first assembled it. It wasn't centered, so I had to center it and make sure it wasn't too tight, so that the wheel could actually still turn. Now I'm just going to take it apart by unclipping those arms from the cam. Okay, so this is the wheel. It's made of metal. It's got a lot of weight in it, which is good. And And that's a piston. And that's how it's held. And push that back in. That's the base. And because it's not high quality parts, the seal on that isn't perfect. So what I did was rotated it one way or the other, where I thought maybe the suction worked better. Because you sort of need a slight bit of suction there. So that's what I've done. Angled it in such a way that I think is better than the other. Now to put it back together. First thing I'm going to do is attach the smaller piston and clip it on and push it in to its cylinder. Okay, just fit that into the arms. Fit the cam into the arms. And now attach the other piston rod. And that's all good. Now to get the hot water and put it back. Give it a moment to heat up and let's start it. Hasn't quite heated up enough yet. Kind of forgot which way to turn it. That seems to be it. Not enough yet. Be very careful when you're messing around with hot water, because you could spill that cup and that would be pretty horrible. That's working. Now we can just let that run. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and share.